What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to some more Dokkan battle. It's Minato here, and we have finally the LR Fusion Zamasu. All his details and everything like this here. Translations, of course, courtesy to Gresh. Now, I took a small look into him, and he does seem like a pretty good unit, but I wanted to make sure we wait for the Goresh translations, as they are the most accurate translations we do have regarding this unit. And I do want to say that, yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, he's an int type. I feel like I didn't actually expect int type. I was expecting physical or maybe STR, but I think int works too. We don't actually have an int Fusion Zamasu, and keep in mind that his name is Fusion Zamasu here, so we're actually going to... He's going to compete with like these guys, I guess, technically, but it doesn't really matter, right? We don't have a good Fusion Zamasu right now, so let's take a look and let me bring these up. Alright, okay, so we have them up right here, and let's talk about it. So, Fusion Zamasu, beginning of an ideal world. Leader skills, worldwide chaos or Patara, key 4 and 150% stats. I didn't really, again, I wouldn't have expected it to be like any higher than 150%. Just because that's how they handle these yellow coin LRs now. Unfortunately, it is what it is, but yeah, that does kind of suck. So his 12 key greatly raises attack and defense one turn, causes colossal damage, and lowers attack. Then his 18 key also greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, causes mega colossal damage, and greatly lowers attack. I like that greatly lowering attack. I think that could be a pretty powerful effect, even in Red Zone, because some of these, I mean, you guys have been playing Red Zone now on Global. Some of these bosses in the first stages can actually be attack lowered. I do want to bring up specifically like this Omega Shenron fight, right? So you get attack lower the first phase here, right? Some of these phases can be attack lowered, which I think will be a very important thing. And of course, Super Battle Road will be a strong thing as well. So yeah, I like the attack lowering a lot. Zamasu is the power of the universe. Interesting, okay. Plays the entrance animation upon first attacking turn if there's another Potara category ally in the team, and then gain key 1 in addition when collecting key spheres for the first 5 turns from first appearance. Okay, so if there's just another Potara category ally, he's going to get that actual, how do I explain it, the intro animation up. And Potara is a pretty solid category now in terms of the units that has a lot of top tier units. I mean, you're going to be using them with a Goku Black unit, because that's like Fusion Zamasu is going to link with Zamasus and Goku Blacks. They're all in the Potara category. You even have like this guy will get his EZA eventually. Tech BB got his EZA. This unit you could use in Red Zone, right? These two you can run in Red Zone, I feel like, still. And you know, Vegito is the leader for the Potara team, so I think that'll work out pretty well. Potara is definitely not a hard condition to get whatsoever. And you know, it's not on rotation, it's just on the team. So having the 2 key in addition is nice. It just, I feel like 5 turns they could have just not limited it. But let's see how good his keys in the rest of his passive. Oh, well, there's some more key addition here. Changes the random type of key sphere other than int to int key spheres. So he's an orb changer. We don't actually have an actual orb changer, I think, on this team, right? So even on the Future Saga team, we don't have an actual orb changer, I believe. Let me take a look here. Future Saga. Yeah, I think at least that. Well, we have this unit, huh? I wouldn't think you would even run this unit in the future though. Like that androids, I think you'd run them in the androids team. So yeah, we really don't have an orb changer. I think that's good to have for sure. And it'll give this guy a lot of key even without this extra key 1. Attack and defense plus 100%, and then 20% damage reduction. It's kind of meh. 20% is very low, but he will have LR stats. Let me take a look at the stats again. So it gets 5,000 to each stat. So he's at 21,210 attack. That's a pretty good attack stat. And then he's at, what is that for defense? Is that 13,000 defense? Yeah, 13 more 5k defense is a good defensive stat as well. I like his stats, how they're looking. Pretty good. Because int types get 5,000 each stat, right? I have Rainbow Lab max level, of course. Gaining an additional attack and defense plus 50% when doing a super. That's pretty good. Is this a little low? 100% than 50%? He's gonna get a lot of attack from links. I will say that. And he gets this right here. Perform an additional... Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. When launching an Ultra Super. Okay, so he double supers. And he's effective against all types when keys 24. Okay. So, let's dissect this. So, he'll get 150% attack and defense on Super. 50% on Super attack. then 50% here twice, so 100% on super attack essentially. I am interested to see. Let me take a look here. Let's just take a look at his defensive stat right here, just as an example, right? So again, 8488. I like doing these on this video where I just like look at the actual defensive stats, just because it says times, not times. That's a pretty good defensive number, I feel like, right? No, I'll keep messing up. Oh my, I'm a fraud. What can I say? Okay, bam. So he is under a 200% leader skill. So the 200% leader skill he's under is, I'll talk about it. He's under the Vegeta and Trunks, Future Saga, and Battle of Fate. So he is under a 200% leader skill. So he will be getting that buff. He gets 100% on super attack on start of turn. So there's that 100% right there. He has, well, let's say Big Bad Boss is active, right? Because I don't think anything else gives defense except for Feast Fighter maybe. So we'll do Big Bad Bosses specifically, which is 25%. 25% defense. So let me go ahead and get that in here. Bam, that's Big Bad Bosses. So he's definitely going to be a slot 2 unit, which is fine, I think, right? So there's a 50% on super attack, and then he gets this when super attacking double. 500k defense with, keep in mind, he has 20% damage reduction here. So I think 500k defense, this 20% damage reduction would definitely help against super attacks for sure. Normals doesn't really matter, but super attacks for sure. Okay, and he gets this additional damage reduction 2% per each attack received, up to a max of 10%. So, okay, perfect. So he gets 30% damage reduction with this amount of defense. I think that's going to be pretty strong. I really think that would be pretty good, because that's consistent double supers. And if he gets a triple super, that's another 50% here. He gets 1 key for every attack received in battle, up to a maximum of 5 key. So no, every 5 attacks received in battle, he gets a key. That's a little slow, but it's good for a long event like Red Zone, I think. Recover 10% HP at the end of turn every time 5 attacks are received. Okay, that's actually pretty nice for sure. So he could potentially... Does this mean that I could stack his 20% if you get hit 10 times? Maybe. We'll have to see that. Has a great chance to nullify enemies' unarmed super attacks and counter with tremendous power. That's kind of meh. That's what Kid Buu has, I believe. You're not really going to see that, but it's interesting. At least has a good animation. So he has Absolute Lightning as active skill, able to be used once 5 or more super attacks are launched during the battle. Massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage, and guaranteed stun. Come on. This is useless. With this? This should have been like a crit. This... it's gonna be nice, but again, the thing is that you either go full damage to the crit or stun, and he just stuns, right? He has a guaranteed double super. This might be super effective, actually. Okay, so the reason why is because he's super effective at 24 key, but I've noticed when active skills are activated, it shoots up to 24 key, right? Like, but the LR gods, like, let me bring up the LR gods for instance. And it'll give a good example here. So on the LR gods active skill turn, right? Well, when that 20 key, they get a guaranteed additional double super attack, right? If you see right here, launches additional super attack and keys 20 more. When you use the active skill in that turn, even if you miss this 20 key, you still get the additional super attack because the active skill goes up to max key, I believe. Because that's just how it's calculated with the damage. So in this section, the active skill might be super effective because it's at 24 key. Might be. Don't quote me on that for sure. Again, I have to see that in game. But that can be really strong. He's gonna hit very hard because again, he has links like Big Bad Bosses, Godly Power, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. That's a ton of attack. That's a lot of attack. He loses out on Fear and Faith, huh? Yeah, that kind of sucks. I think this guy could definitely use some more key consistency, because this is not going to be something you see often, the 5 key, even like in longer events, right? This is going to run out to the first 5 turns. He is an orb changer. So he has Dismal Future, Fused Fighter. Instead of Fused Fighter, this should have been Fear and Faith, I think. But look at the attack he's going to get. 15% here, another 15%. Yeah, at least Fused Fighter gets some defense. 25% here, and then 20%, and then another 15% from Legendary Power. He's going to be looking really strong offensively. I think Blitz is going to be good, and his defense is actually pretty good once you're able to build up, once you're able to super attack. You really need a super attack with this guy first, With the damage reduction of 30%, he could be quite interesting though. I just wish he was a slightly, I wish he was better slot 1, because you saw slot 1 his defense. If we take a look here, his defense slot 1 was 170k. No support, to be fair, but I mean, you're gonna run like STR Rose and stuff maybe, right? But I guess we don't really need a slot 1 unit on that team, right? Because we have the Vegeta and Trunks, right? So that could work out pretty interesting how with the team build you could build. I'll be interested to see how I'll do that. But again, those are his links. These are the categories that he's on. We kind of expected these teams. And that's pretty much it for Zamasu. I think his animations are really good too, by the way. Those are sick animations. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this Zamasu. I am very excited to see how it looks like in game. Looks like a pretty strong unit, but I'm not gonna say that he's like bursting off the page to me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's best unit in the game or anything like that. I honestly, looking at his details, I wonder if it's possible that the LR Goku Black and Zamasu is still good, but we'll have to wait and see. What? Okay, wait. The LR Goku Black and Zamasu, they might be better. They might be. I don't know. Maybe he's better. It's hard to tell. Let me know what you guys think about him. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.